Warning: this clip may contain greatly offensive content. Do not watch if you have a heart condition or are under 18. I'm not kidding, you will die. Hello bros, I'm Contest Effect 0, BroFive production, and next part of Corruption of Champion. Start recording right here. So I don't know, really, no, if we're gonna make Urta pregnant or not. Urta or me pregnant is gonna be... Oh, I gain a perk, Dragon Fire. What's that? Allows access to a dragon breath attack. Nice. So I can do Dragon Fire now. That's pretty nice. Alright. I think actually, this with Celt, I think I actually just gonna do that off screen because it's pretty much doing the same thing again and again and again. Talk. She behind the barn working a forge and repairing a few damaged farming tools. Though her attention is focused on the metal on the anvil and the hammer in her hand, Winnie immediately turns and greets you in between blows of a hammer. You tell her of your recent trials and tributes, and she listens eventually, shining in with whitey gulps of comfort when appropriate. When you finish, she tells you how well the farm has been going. It feels good to get the chance to talk with another sane individual. But before long, Whitney has to return to work and you should check back on your camp. Actually, why don't we do something new? Actually, I want to do something new, but I'm not really sure what there are to be done. Actually, swamp. I'm pretty strong, so... Well... actually, I'm gonna see if I can stumble into kiha again. Oh, come on, I don't want to fight riders. Ah, damn it. White fire. I had to do white fire there because she poisoned me with something that apparently get lost up. Let's see, explore swamp, leave, explore swamp. There she is. She's level 16, I'm just a level 14. Because of that, I'm gonna use white fire in any case. But I know she can't defeat me. I'm too strong for that. And hit her once with one blade. Oh, I got a critical hit actually, 231. Kiha sways back and forth for a moment, then drops her axe with the numb hands. As soon as she does, the hot glow of her weapon's cutting edge fades to silver, and the weapon lands with a heavy tuck in the dirt. The dragoness drops to her knees and slumps back against the tree, her limbs trembling weakly as she tries to rise. You haven't beaten me, she mutters, even though quite clear you have. What do you do with the one-nabled dragon now? You're taking down a peg. You could forcibly masturbate her. No, now that she's a captive order. You could always talk to her. Actually, she doesn't seem corrupted the slightest bit, even though she's a dragon, but see, apparently dragon was pretty normal in the old days of this. So she's actually one of the last dragons, along with me and Ember, because I'm pretty much a dragon right now. And let's just talk to her. Once again, you crouch down and begin talking with the foe. Kiha immediately sighs and says, "This again? I thought I told you you're wrong." You ask her if she really believes that. After all, you've beaten her twice now. Kiha shudders and yells, "I just said so. God, don't be so fucking dense. If you were right, Letitia wouldn't be at her throne and never wouldn't have been never would he been able to make monsters like never mind, dumbass. I like actually that dumbass. Uh, I like it. Actually, I think I heard that word before. I really like that. I actually used it a couple of times. Shrugging, you decide she's unlikely to talk more on this topic for now, so you change the topic to something else. Your own history. You tell her of your village, of the portal, and the day you were chosen to as a champion. You talk of your training and how different this land was from everything you expected. You tell her of struggles and you describe your victory. You commiserate about your defeats. You pour out all of the best and worst of your journeys in this strange realm. Surprisingly, Kia listens with rapt attention, never once interrupting. Once you finish, she comes to her mother. So you had it hard. It doesn't matter. I had it harder. She launches into the air and flies away before you can answer. You grab 102 gems and 149 XP from your victory. Actually, let's save. And let's see if we can stumble into her again. Hey, I don't stumble into her directly. Well, let's hit her with some white fire. Well, she says the same thing as she said when I took her down last time. Let's keep talking to her. Even though you taken the dragoness down again, you settle down for another chat instead of anything more carnal. Of course I do. I don't want to rape uncorrupted creatures, even though she's pretty much want to kick my ass. But actually, once I actually lost against her, she doesn't try to fuck me or anything. Kia smiles at that, relaxing little as she is still sticking to your morals, huh? You nod and ask her if perhaps she'd like to tell you her story since you shared your last time. The darkness laws so hard and tiny squares of flame flare in the air, while small puffs of smoke burst from the nostrils. She clutches her stomach and doubles over, gasping for air. Only after managed to recover from her mirth does the breathless what? Respond, saying, "You serious about that?" You nod again, which she recalls. Not even if pigs could fly, and before you suggest it, pig-nosed imps don't count. You fold your arms across your chest, expect for to remind her that you're victorious here. Kiara, you won because I let you win. I just wanted to see how much information you give up. Yeah, like that's like you ever would do that. You cite which surprisingly gets response. I don't remember. Okay. The first thing I remember is walking up like this like this in Letitia's space. There were a few of us, and demons taught us, schooled us in to be like them. I guess the plan for us to be the next level of demons. A few of us broke out and went our separate ways. The dramatic woman looks very much like a young nervous girl in the moment. Her cheeks blush and she leaps up, flying away before you can ask her any more. Let's see if I can stumble into her again. Apparently Kia is the strongest one in all of the swamp. Oh wait, this is more. She said something more now. This is a lot, actually. You make your way to the swamp and soon find yourself stumbling waist deep in wrecking mass surrounded by tall vine-covered trees, many of which support strands of thick gossamer webbing. You wander through the bog for what seems like an eternity before you finally stumble across the small island in what may well be the heart of the swamp. At this point, your moments from saying to hell with all going home, but why not? You drag yourself up onto the shore of the island and take a quick look around. The small islet is completely cut off from the swamp around it, surrounded on all sides by a thick, murky water that you've been wading through. A small glade stands in the center of the land here, surrounded by trees and a shoreline. In this center lies a couple of single-spaced trees. Surprisingly, it's clear of vines and webbing, quite unlike most of the swamp. This inequality only reminds you of the you seem neither high nor here of the swamp in quite some time. The stillness of silence around the glade is unnerving, and for just a split second you feel as if you are being watched. Warily you approach the trees in the center while you had guessed they were tingle packed by darkness bound them. You are surprised to see that the tall ones have grown so close together that their bark forms something of a solid circular wall, and their canopies a thick roof. You are forced to circle around the grove, unable to find another means of ingress. Even the tiniest of cracks between trees' trunks has been filled in with thick layers of dried mud. Intrigued by your considering climb the dark walls when you hear wings flapping above you. You look just in time to see kiha the dragon pumping down from on high, her axe arching towards you. Evading by a hairbreadth, you can feel the burning hot metal of the weapon, which flash off your shoulder. You roll out of her reach, and a moment later kiha exhales white hot from a creating a burning barrier between you. Furiously screams, "I knew it! You really are one of Letitia's spies, aren't you? Why else would you keep harassing harassing me? What do you want?" "What the fuck? You tried to calm the ravenous down, explaining that you aren't one of Letitia's minions. That's why you told her the first time around was true. That you're here to end the demon threat." Kiha doesn't seem buying it though. "Bullshit. You're working for the demon," she howls. "First you try to make me go soft and tell me I don't need to fight, and then suddenly you're sneaking into my home. Well, no more." Her axe swings around, points straight at you, and "I've killed the demon queen's agents before, and I have to kill you too as effect hero." The dragon charges throughout her wall of fire, screaming with rage, and swings her deadly axe. You're fighting Kiha. Wait, so I accidentally stumbled into her home? Actually, let's see. Dragon fire. Oh, that actually hit 139. You try to trap into power within you, but the burning truth reminds you that you're not ready to unleash it yet. Let's take some white fire then. Now I just need to beat her with my sword. The dragon slumps back against one of the trees, her limbs trembling weakly. I won't let you take me," she groans, trying to desperately stand against continued fight before you can do anything about the situation. However, you hear waves breaking just behind you. Turning, you see a horde of some 2 dozen spider morphs approaching the little island. It seems Kiha's made enemies of the swamp the season, and you're finally taking the dragoness down hard enough that they're coming for the sweet revenge. You look down upon the fallen foe, who is now watching wide-eyed at the first spider foe pull themselves up onto the dry land, branding claws and fangs of clubs. For a moment you're sure you can see a raw terror in her eyes. "Oh, Mareth," she whimpers. A pair of riders come into view, both grinning wickedly as they take the lead of the horde. To your surprise, Kiha changes her head and whispers, "Just go, Asphyxia. You already beat me and punished me for my weakness. I deserve whatever is coming to me, so just go. You could make You could make like a baker and more your buns, but God knows what will happen to Kia if you do. I think she will be corrupted and changed forever, so I help her. I don't want one of the lost non-corrupted creatures of the land to be corrupted. Looking from the defeated dragoness to the horde of spiders, just about at best gang rape her, you lean down and offer Kia a hand. What are you? What are? What do you think you're doing, Victor? She snaps, recalling away from you, and I told you to run. Beginning once again with your hand, you look at her with as much seriousness as you can manage, and say, "Join me, if you want to live." What? She asks, utterly dumbfounded by the insistence. Lacking the time to talk any logic into her obtuse head, you simply haul Kia to her feet and toss her the axe before turning to the uncrushing foes. You're fighting a mob of spider morphs. Level 18, what the fuck? Well, some whitefire should lower them. You trap the power within you, but you're burning through. Alright, I can't. So might special attacks can I use even if I'm trapped? Attack. Fall back, screamed the largest of the two daggers, clutching a nasty wound you left on her breast. Let's get out of here. The spider retreats, skulking back into the swamp. Licking the wounds and tucking their tails, you and Kia are left standing victorious, surrounded by splinters of chitin and bits of spider silk. Panting heavily from the two groaning constant battle, Kia leans against her massive axe, looking nearly ready to collapse. Gently you pull a hand to her shoulder. This time she doesn't show it up. Why is it Victoria? She asks him, her voice barely more than a whisper. Why? Why did you help me? I tried to hurt you and just turned around and saved me. I don't get it. You explain again that you aren't the servant of Letitia, that it's Kia's choice whether she's your enemy or not. She listens motionlessly, but you can see her gaze has softened constantly since the first time you tried talking sense to the powerful dragoness. Dumbass, she finally says and finishes talking. You could have gotten yourself raped or beaten or killed, but still, She suddenly flushes bright red, just like her scale. Thank you, I guess. You squeeze her shoulder and tell her that maybe not. The two of you can be friends. Maybe now you two can be friends, does it stand? Friends, yeah, maybe. That wouldn't be terrible, Kia says, and Aaron smiles. Go on, get out of here. You turn a smile and start walking toward the water edge. Here's the chair, Kia suddenly shouts, causing a turn to the shore. Don't forget, remember where this place is, alright? Friends visit each other sometimes, I guess. You gave them a knowing little wink, which only makes her scowl as you start wandering through the swamp. You grab 56 gems and 129 XP for my victory. Are we gonna try once more time to stumble into Kia? Deciding to Predator's a visit, you make your way into the swamp and then Iceland girl Kia calls her home. To your delight, it seems Kia has moved to the fallen tree's trunk over the muck, creating a bridge to the bank of the Iceland shore. You walk over the ring of the trees and call out for the dragoness. A moment later, she explodes from the treetops, landing in front of you, with enough force to shake the ground. She stands fair grey. She stands fair great axe held at the ready, but when she recognizes you, however, she visibly relaxed. Oh, hey, Officer, she says, leaning on the great axe. It's good to see you again. I guess, did you want something? I could hug her. What? Yes? I will ask. Yeah. Alright. I'm not sure she would let me hug her, but I'm gonna try. With a little grin, you grab Tia's surprise. What? Where you? She stammers, but soon gets quiet with the final mutters of idiot. You're not surprised of her comforting warmth, but Kia's amazing soft once you get your arms around her. Her smooth, pearly scaled skin yields easily under the pressure of the dragoness against you. So, with the shock you most, however, is after a long moment, Kia sighs and slips her muscular arms around you too. The peaceful comprehension embrace only lasts for a few seconds before Kia suddenly and finally pushes her away. What do you think you're doing, idiot? She shouts and launches off into the air before you can respond. You shake your head and head back to camp. Actually, I wonder. Apparently not. Actually, I think Kia will be able to have such a lover. And Ryder can't defeat me. I'm far too powerful for Ryder to defeat me. Oh, I level up! Speed. Huh. What? Let's see, what kind of perks can I do? I have so many things to choose from. But actually, I think I want to use Berserker. Okay. Berserker gained. Explore Swamp. Let's talk to her. And after that we will end the game. You ask the dragoness if she would mind talking for a few minutes? Kia crosses her arm contemptuously. Oh, you still on talk? Talking doesn't get anybody anywhere, damn it. Haven't you ever tried talking to the demon? All it does is give you them time to find a way to fuck you. You sigh and ask if she rolls her eyes but doesn't refuse you. That's a start at least. Recalling near the dragoness, you ask her a little bit about yourself. Innocent questions. Really, where he was born, about her parents, anything she can tell you. The dragon huffs, breathing out a little cloud of smoke. Fucking idiot. I told you that I don't remember, okay? Just a few magics before the demons took me. You ask her about those bits of pieces, but she cuts you off with a sweep of her arm. Her claws flying so near your face that you feel the air moving. Just shut up, damn it. Damn it. I don't want to talk about it. You shrug and ask her what she wants to talk about. She sneers, fine. If you're so keen on talking, let's talk about you. Wait, didn't you do this already? But you decide to humor the dragoness and start to tell her a little bit about the village you grew up in, training to be champion and eventually arrival in Maref. The dragoness lists aside and the motors is simply eyeing you as you speak. When you finish clutching the story, finally, her Kia only nods slightly. You venture to ask her if has anything to say, but she turns her nose up and the ID. You think we're the same, don't you? That the both of us is so top. Well, you're wrong. Just because you helped me out once doesn't mean you're all that buddy. And sure as hell doesn't mean we're the same. So just fuck off already. She is treated before trudging into the air and flying off. God damn it, Kia. I will not give up on her yet. Let's just explore normally. Right, let's sleep. Right, the next day, come without anything happening. Right, let's drink Ember's drink blood. Nothing sees, just got one higher in speed. But at least that was all I had for this time then, so hit like and subscribe, and I see you next time. BroFive!